You sit down to read one page. Your phone buzzes. 10 minutes later, you're not sure how you got here, but you're watching a video about someone reorganizing a kitchen you've never met. You didn't decide to do that. Somewhere between the page and the video, a decision got made without your permission. You are not weak-willed. You are running the exact program your brain was built to run, on a world that has learned exactly how to exploit it. Here's what almost nobody tells you about distraction. It isn't a failure of focus. It's a chemical reward system thousands of years old, meeting a modern world specifically engineered to trigger it as often as possible. Your brain didn't evolve to resist this. It evolved to want it. Neuroscientist Wolfram Schultz spent decades studying a chemical called dopamine, and what he found overturned a common assumption. Dopamine isn't primarily a reward chemical. It's a prediction chemical. It doesn't spike when you get something good. It spikes when something unexpected might be coming, when the outcome is uncertain, when you don't yet know if the next moment will be worth it. That distinction changes everything. A guaranteed reward barely moves your dopamine levels at all. An uncertain one sends them soaring. Your brain isn't chasing pleasure. It's chasing the possibility of pleasure. And nothing manufactures possibility quite like a phone screen you haven't checked yet. Think about your phone for a second. Every time you unlock it, you don't know exactly what you'll find. Maybe nothing. Maybe something interesting. That uncertainty is not a design flaw. It's the entire design. Psychologist B.F. Skinner discovered this principle decades before smartphones existed, using pigeons and a lever. Pigeons that received a reward every single time they pressed a lever eventually stopped pressing it as often. Pigeons that received a reward unpredictably, sometimes yes, sometimes no, pressed the lever compulsively, far more than the pigeons who always got rewarded. He called this variable ratio reinforcement, and it remains, to this day, one of the most powerful behavioral patterns ever documented. Your notifications are not a lever, but your brain doesn't know the difference. Here's the twist that makes this even harder to escape. The apps competing for your attention aren't guessing at this. Teams of researchers, designers, and behavioral scientists study exactly how variable reinforcement, social validation, and dopamine prediction errors work, then build products specifically calibrated to exploit them. This isn't a conspiracy theory. It's a documented business model. Former tech executives, including people who helped design some of the most widely used platforms in the world, have publicly described building features explicitly intended to maximize the amount of unpredictable reward your brain receives per scroll. You're not failing to concentrate. You're being out-designed by teams whose entire job is studying how your attention works better than you do. So why does resisting feel so hard, even when you know exactly what's happening? Psychologist Adam Alter studied this exact tension and found something important. Awareness alone rarely changes behavior when the behavior is driven by an automatic reward loop rather than a conscious decision. Knowing a slot machine is designed to be addictive doesn't stop it from working on you. The knowledge lives in one part of your brain. The craving lives in another, older part that doesn't read research papers. This is why willpower-based advice, just put your phone away, just focus harder, fails so consistently. It's asking a slow, deliberate system to override a fast, automatic one that has millions of years of evolutionary priority. Your ancestors' brains rewarded curiosity and novelty-seeking because, in their world, checking that rustle in the grass or noticing an unfamiliar berry sometimes meant discovering food or avoiding danger. The instinct to investigate the unknown kept them alive. That same wiring, completely unchanged, now gets triggered 40, 50, 60 times a day by a piece of glass in your pocket that was specifically engineered to feel like it might contain something important. The instinct isn't broken. The environment weaponized it. So what actually works if awareness and willpower aren't enough on their own? Researchers studying attention and habit have found that removing the trigger works far better than resisting the trigger. Moving distracting apps off your home screen, turning off notifications entirely, keeping your phone in another room while you work. None of these require willpower in the moment because the decision gets made once, in advance, instead of being relitigated every 90 seconds. Adding friction matters too. A phone that requires 3 extra steps to open a distracting app gets checked measurably less often than one that requires 0 steps, even though the actual content behind those apps hasn't changed at all. Your brain, it turns out, is remarkably sensitive to how easy a reward is to access. None of this means you lack discipline. It means you have a reward system that responds to uncertainty exactly the way it evolved to, inside an environment specifically built by people who understand that system better than most neuroscientists did a generation ago. You sit down to read one page, your phone buzzes, and maybe this time you notice the pull for what it actually is. Not a personal failure, but a very old instinct, meeting a very modern trap, and you choose, just once, to let the rustle in the grass go uninvestigated.